to my channel and welcome to workout 2 of week 4 of our beginner program. We're going to be doing our cardio circuit today. We're going to be doing 2 rounds of exercise with 35 seconds of work and 25 seconds of rest. This workout requires the use of a long resistance band, a short resistance band, and also the use of a bench or a chair. If you haven't already, please make sure that you do subscribe to this channel to keep aware of all the workouts that are rolling out on this channel. And if you are enrolled in the beginner program, it will keep you up to date and keep you aware of the next workout. We're going to get started in 10 seconds with our warm-up. So we're going to start with some crab shuffles, so come to one edge of your mat, squat down slightly, and off we go.
Coffee cups and cigarettes laying around the room. I don't mind a little mess, just wanna stay with you, and we'll do anything that we want today. Won't be scared of falling down no more. So take me away.
In the middle, I'm going to twist at the shoulders and tap to the side.
Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer. Oh, my Indian summer.
Into some cross toe reaches.
Oh, my Indian summer. We are green.
So you can keep it low. You don't have to touch the feet, or you can raise it up higher.
As we learn the truth, and we'll be anything that we wanna be. Gonna get what's coming anyway. So take me away, some other place.
One edge of your mat, we're going to do some toe walks. So up onto your toes. Do as many walks on your toes as you can. Sink down when you need to rest.
Afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer. Oh, my Indian summer.
Into those crab shuffles.
My Indian summer. We crossed the borderline into our dream. Nothing will ever be as real as this. The flames won't burn our skin. We're thick as thieves, and we know what we do. We live on like an echo. Oh, so take me away.
Into the side swings with a reach.
Don't wanna wait. Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer.
Remember to turn the hips so that they're facing the way that you're looking.
Oh, my Indian summer.
Into those cross toe reaches.
Oh, my Indian summer.
You can have your hands however you wish. So you can place them down low or have them up high by your shoulders.
I'm going out my mind. Give me some directions to get to you. To get to you, ain't gonna waste
And into a front lunge.
connection. I think about you. You're on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. Yeah, for you, my love. You drive me crazy. Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it.
And rest. So our first move is going to be a squat in and out in this circuit. So bend at the knees ever so slightly. We're going to do 2 steps out to a wide squat, 2 steps in for a narrow squat. We're keeping that back nice and straight. If you need to rest, stand up, push those hips forward, drive them forward, and have a rest before coming back down. So in 3, 2, 1, we go.
Yesterday I told you I think that we made a mistake, 'cause you and I, we lost our sight. It's all about give and take. I don't wanna see when you're at parties with Ollie and the others. You know I really got along with him and your family.
And rest. So grab your glutey booty band. We're going to do some donkey kicks. But just for this one, we're going to put the band a bit higher. So we're going to put it over the knees. This is where if you've got a bench or a chair that you may need to use some assistance, you're going to have one leg behind you, and we're going to flex at the knee and kick back. Point down to the floor, kick back. We'll do 35 seconds, off we go.
You got me spinning round, round. You got me spinning round, round. I'm standing here in plain sight. Still it.
So for this one, you want to have a slight bend at the knee. You don't want to be placing all the weight into your standing leg, so you don't want to sink into that hip.
I don't wanna see when you're at parties with Ollie and the others. You know I really got along with him and your family.
Okay, and rest, so take that band down. For the second round, I'm going to use a slightly heavier one. The next move we're going to do is fast feet with rotation. So we're going to do fast feet, turn, turn, turn. Okay, so we don't need to do a jump as we turn side to side, that will come later on. 2, 1, go.
You got me spinning round, round. You got me spinning round, round. Why can't we just be honest? Why can't we just be honest?
If you need to have a rest, do stamps.
You know, no, they would speak from our hearts so we can make it right without a fight.
We'll pick it back up and rest. Okay, so move your mat if you need to. Next we're going to do is a forward to back squat. So I'm going to go back to this one for this round. But on my second round of exercises, I'm going to try and go up a band. So bear in mind, you know your own body, so just think what you're going to do. For the forward to back squat, we're going to be walking forwards and then back. Off we go.
Just be honest. You got me spinning round, round.
So really focus on engaging that back, keeping it nice and straight. You want a slight bend at the knee. As we get more confident, we'll be able to sink lower into the squat.
How I tried, written down the words to say.
If you need a rest, stand up, reset, and carry on.
How you make me feel inside.
Okay, and rest. So next we're going to do some high knee skips. So for this, we're skipping up with each high knee. If the jumping motion is too difficult, either come up onto your toes for a high knee skip or do basic high knee marches. 2, 1, we go.
One day now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you.
So if you need to come down for a high knee march, or as I said, raise up onto the balls of your feet. And rest. So next we are going to grab our bands again. We're going to do a hip hinge with a row. So we're going to do one leg for 35 seconds and then switch over for the second. So have tension in the band when you're standing. You're going to hinge at the hips, And then we're going to row and then come back to standing. Hinge, row, stand. Off we go. So the tension is created twice. Tension, tension as we stand up.
You, ooh, 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 and all the things that
Really focus on hinging before lowering down.
touch my hair, the words go.
If you can make it more fluid, brilliant. If you need to isolate it, so you hinge, lower down, row, down, up, hinge, lower, row, lower, up. You're still doing the same motion. And rest. So next we're coming to some side leg raises, so we're not using equipment for this. Hands on the waist, or use the bench or the chair. Gonna raise one leg out to the side. Try and remember to keep that standing leg from tilting too much into the hip. 2, 1, we go. We're gonna do 35 seconds on one leg. Second round we're gonna switch it for the other leg.
Now, what I am trying to do,
Have a slight bend in the knee in the standing leg.
is say I love you.
And if you're struggling with balance, but you want to challenge yourself, have a focal point. So look at something in the distance that you can center your attention on, and that should help you to prevent you from wibbling wobbling like a piece of jelly. And rest. So next we're going to do some knee pull-ins. So my best piece of advice for you for this is to have the band a little bit higher. It's going to roll up anyway. So I normally have it just sitting just below my glutes. We're going to bring the knee in for 2 times on one leg, switch sides for the other leg. 3, 2, 1, go.
Done. There's no time for sleep. Get away. Fulfill
Focus on engaging that core as we're driving the knee in.
to go.
Don't worry about the band rising.
Live each day. Don't worry, we'll be okay. We all need to go.
And rest. So place the band down. You can use it as a reference point for our front to back step. I'm just going to move my mat. Place the band in the middle. So we're going to go forward, forward, back, back. This is getting us prepared for doing forward to back jumps, but we're not quite there yet, so we're just going to focus on the forward to back step. Off we go.
Time for sleep. Get away. Fulfill our dreams today. We all need to go.
Okay, switch. So the foot leading should be the opposite to the first leading foot.
We will be okay. We all need to go.
And rest. So place that band down, grab a long resistance band. You can use a short resistance band for this move. We're just going to do some arm pulls. So bring the band across your body so that it's in line with your chest. Off we go. Have a slight bend in the elbows, don't lock the elbows out, and don't elevate those shoulders. Keep the spine nice and neutral. Make sure that your core is nice and contracted. And don't let your neck sink in.
Don't worry, we'll be okay. We all need to go.
And rest. Last move we're going to be doing with the band. So, place it over your leg. Try not to miss your leg. Just going to do some step backs. So, you start with a staggered stance, step back with the other leg. Have your feet about shoulder width apart because it helps to reset the band rather than together. Off we go.
When I met you, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So
Don't need to let the heel touch the floor.
Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess.
And rest. So drop the band. So my next round, I am going to be upping my intensity to a green band, but as this is beginners, obviously you can stay at the band level that you're at. We go back into those squat in and outs. So if you can challenge yourself, have slightly more of a squat that you're holding in position and see if you can do for the 35 seconds without the rest. 3, 2, 1, go.
Me so sure in a heartbeat, all of my doubts disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess.
And rest. So grab the band back for those donkey kicks. So we're going to be doing the other leg. So I'm going to be using my right leg this time. Remember to have a slight bend in that front leg. Flex that foot as you raise up. Bring it back down before raising up again. Now off we go.
Logical, that something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical, something that you do to me. I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save.
And rest. So drop the band, in for those fast feet rotations. Again, remember you can do a standing fast feet, so more like a stepping fast feet, or you can keep nice and light on your toes and rotate. 2, 1, here we go.
Smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize.
And rest. Whew. That one wears me out. So grab your band for a front to back squat. I use the red band for the donkey kicks. I should have used the green, but that's fine. So remember, for the front to back squat, small steps forward and backwards. You can sink lower if you want, or stay at the level that you're at. Off we go. So I'm going to sink lower now. When you sink lower, obviously you're creating more of a burn, more of a challenge with the band and the muscles that you are recruiting for this movement.
And that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got.
And rest. So down we go for our high knee skips. So remember, for the high knee skip, you've got 3 levels. You've got high knee marches onto the ball of your feet, or the high skip, so the actual jumping motion. jiggle out your legs if you need to. Whew. 2, 1, go.
I don't need another love, yeah. We do this every day, we do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause
Ooh, and rest. So grab that band. I'm going back to this one for the hinge and row, just because I did the hinge and row with this band on my other leg. So I want to make sure that if you are doing unilateral moves, that you're using a similar intensity on both legs, so that it evens out. So remember, for this one, really focus on hinging at the hips first. So go, so row, up after, and then hinge up. Hinge down, row, up.
Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
Remember, like I said, we need to break it down. So you hinge, lower the band, row, lower, and up. Hinge. The pull of the band will naturally make you want to go down straight away. But as long as you've got that hinge down, you should be okay. And rest. So drop the band in for those side leg raises. So we did 35 seconds. I did this on my left leg, that way. So we're going to do 35 seconds on the right. You can do half and half, but I just feel like you can get slightly more of a burn on one leg if you do it at one time. 2, 1, off we go. Slight bend at the knee, in the standing leg. You can tap the foot back down, or you can try and keep it raised at all times.
I'm only starting the week. Don't try to take this from me. I'm on a roll. Come here and work it with me. Come here and work it with me. Don't you see? I'm here all alone and I like it. Baby, don't be trying to fight it. Pouring up.
Okay, and rest into those double knee pull-ins. So for this one, I'm banding up. Sound like something for the Power Rangers. And then I'm going to do my double knee pull-in. So for the double knee pull-in, remember, we do 1, 2, switch for the other side. Engage that core. This is a really great one for the core. So just focus on the core. Off we go.
How far can we come? Put your body on the floor. Celebrate with a champagne.
Celebrate, celebration, celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate. Celebrate, celebration, celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate. Hey, what's your style? What you drinking? What's your vibe? I've been feeling rather sad in the corner of my class.
And rest. So place the band on the floor. Use it as your reference point for our front to back step. For 17 seconds, you're going to go forward with one leg. So have your leading leg. Doesn't matter which one. Switch it for the other 17 seconds, so you're leading with the other foot. This is just to prevent too much dominance in one leg or arm over the other. 2, 1, off we go. Make your steps a bit bigger if you can this time. Switch legs.
Celebrate, celebration, celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate. When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to say.
And rest. So come in for that jack band pull. So stand nice and tall. Place the arms in front of you. Remember pulling them apart. If you want more tension, Bring your arms closer together at the band. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? But you never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body?
And rest. You should feel it in your arms, that one. So the next one we're doing is I'll step back. So I can up my band, I was thinking, can I? Remember, just below the knee. It might rise up, that's fine. And it's those small steps back. 3, 2, 1.
I am here with my friends and we're dancing. We can feel all the obstacles go away. That's how we play. We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner.
And rest. So release the bands. We're going to cool down, so take a nice breath up. Exhale as we come down.
Someone's gotta change. You got that makes two of us. Someone's gotta change.
One more.
If we never ever met before. If
Right, we're going to reach over to one side.
If we never ever got to start. If it never.
And we're going to come up. We're going to lean in. Turn the hands
Lose me. Just like that.
for a warrior 2.
You're about to lose.
Down, centre. We're going to lean over to the other side.
Gone so fast.
Come down into warrior 1. Rotate the hands so it's facing the sky. Up, warrior 2.
It's like you are avoiding me. Don't know what's up with that. I've tried to be the help you need, but I
Using the support of a chair, going to rotate the ankles. Woo, nice kick. And the other way.
never ever got to start. If you never opened up my heart.
And the other one. One leg should feel easier to do than the other. Lefty. So if this one feels like I'm trying to stir and treacle. The other way around on my foot. Then come onto your face your chair. You're going to raise up onto your heels, onto your toes, and then sink back into your heels. Brain's gone to mush. And it's only Wednesday. And step back a little bit, lean into the chair. Try and keep your back as straight as possible. And sink down into a squat, holding onto the chair still. And then back up. Hands over the top. And sinking down. Step forward one leg. You should feel it in your calf, so in your gastrocnemius, for this stretch. If you're feeling it's like pinging too much, just bring your foot in a little bit. Bend at the knees, switch sides. on the bench, we're going to do a hamstring stretch.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet.
And switch. Do it a couple of times on each side.
Well, I know that by now it is obvious, and that maybe I wasted.
On the side.
But I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you.
Okay, coming up. If you've got like a ledge on your bench, then you can place your toes up onto that. If not, go against the wall and place your toes up on the side of the wall. Bring them in even more if you need to. Right, we're just going to arch the back out. So, come over. Imagine you're trying to be sick, I suppose, and then arch the back. Around the shoulders, arch the back. Around the shoulders, arch the back.
All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I wasted.
Standing up nice and tall. A few hip circles. Other way around.
Out at night to laugh with you in secret and to say it loud.
2 more breaths. Roll it out, shake it out, all about. Do the hokey pokey. Thank you so much for joining me in today's workout. If you enjoyed this one, make sure that you do please give it a like. Hit any comments in the section below if you enjoyed this workout, what you enjoyed about it, what you'd like to see in future content in regards to the beginner program. But other than that, if you haven't already, as I said at the start, please do subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you keep aware of every Monday, Wednesday and Friday for all our workouts. But other than that, for me, it's bye for now.
Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer.